Alright. Where's my coffee? Give me a few more seconds, chat. Oh. Let's see here. Alrighty. Alright. Hello, everybody. Good to see everybody. Hope everybody's doing fantastic today. Is my... Okay, my thing is just out of whack. Okay, brace yourselves. Alright. Now, so today, gonna be kind of something different than what I normally do, but just hear me out on it. Alright, today I want to be working on... Or not working on. Today I kind of want to just talk to you guys about... And while I'm working on... Oh, what? That was weird. Basically Starfield and like where it is currently. Yeah, like where it is currently. Where it's going, and what we could, like, things that we could expect from it. Basically just trying to figure out what we would like to see more of from this game. Because there's a lot that could be done with this game. As this man just invited me. There's a lot of things that I would like to see more of. There's a lot of things that obviously Starfield needs to work on. Definitely. So that being said, I kind of just want to, but I don't want to just like sit inside of a Discord call. And yeah, I mean, I am sitting in a Discord. I'm sitting inside on my VCs, but like, I am. At the same time, I don't want to just sit here and talk, you know. So I'm just gonna be here playing a little bit of Starfield here and there, downloading some mods, getting some stuff, making some cool load order here, and I'll probably put the actual load order inside of the video description and whatnot, or I'll put a link to it, in case if anybody wants to, download it. It's not really that much, which is something that I'll get into later, but it is definitely something that makes the game slightly more interesting, I'd say. So, ooh, spacer overhaul. Cool. Alright. Alrighty. I'm pretty sure I have everything almost up and running. Exo Race NPCs. That seems cool, but not really interested. Okay. Oh. What the? Whatever. I think I should be good to go. If I can just, what else is missing from my old load order? Let me see what else. If I hit OK, if I hit confirm, let's see here. I don't remember exactly what is missing from this. This wasn't even that long ago. Oh, it's just not gonna load, is it? Oh wait, I had to hit confirm. Oh, word. Just didn't hit confirm. Word. Sounds good. Sounds good. Alright. I definitely wanna like maybe move around my my layout here and whatnot, because I'm kinda noticing that like the chat up in the right corner, it's always kind of in the way somehow and somewhere. So I need to find a better like layout for it. Royal level enemies, Elysium, Starlight Pistol, Royal level enemies, Crimson Fleet, Starfield Road to Stars. Wait a minute. Let's go ahead and look back into this. So, before I start yapping, before I get into this, so I want you guys to know this is going to be a this is going to be a YouTube video. So for those of you guys who are over here, say hello to YouTube. And for those of you guys who are on YouTube, this is going to be, I'm still going to keep the VOD up in case you guys want to like keep it and whatnot. But the Elder Star System Magnus, what the hell? It's just straight up ads in Oblivion Gate. That's funny. I'm pretty sure I need the patch from, or for this, right? 3-star Rebels, Grogu plushie. No, we don't need that. Gamorrean Guard follower. We kind of want this homie. We kind of want him. I'm not gonna lie. A Jawa follower. Okay. All right. Hang on. He's armed with a blaster. Word. Oh, and a few droids. Sick. I'm basically transforming my entire game into a Star Wars. Like, there it is. We need this. Allow droids to spawn in crowdless alongside aliens. Perfect! UC Empire. Alright. Any more followers? R2D2 follower could be funny. Mech enemies. That sounds fun. Boss introductions, adoring Gungan. Wait, I can make him into Jar Jar Binks. Oh my god. That ironically be kind of funny, I'm not gonna lie. Okay. Franco follower, no thank you. What was it? Inquisitors? Or was it like perks? Hang on. What's the other one? Perks. Where is the, No. Where is it? Techno-Monk combat system. What the hell is this? Brother, what? Where is it? Alright, let's see Arsenal perk. Visitor Fat Man Weapon Mod. Wait a minute, what? Okay. Visitor additional traits and backgrounds. Wasn't there another? Where is it? Where is it? Hey. Special Forces backgrounds and traits. This is what I was looking for. This is what I was looking for. Okay, sick. Where's your Special Forces weaponry? What? These look terrible. These look terrible. Okay. All right. Okay, so investment perk kind of sounds fun. Let's go ahead and add the two. Right now, I'm just getting the load order together, or at least slightly together, because I do have it mostly together, and I will definitely be putting all of it, like I said, in the description down below. But what is this thing? Oh my god. Okay. I low-key want to see if I can just start into my old save again. So what else are we missing? It's probably a lot, but if we can get it to load. Come on. Come on, what are you doing? Well-leveled enemies. Avon technicians, proper gravity wave power. Elysium. Constellation overhaul. Hang on, I think we actually do need that one. We could just start over, to be fair. Honestly. Could honestly just do that. Damn, I thought I could. Okay, so where do I really want to start with this conversation? So, Starfield. For those guys who do not know, Starfield is going to be getting a huge update coming around April 2nd. I believe it is. I believe it's April 2nd. It's either the 2nd or the 6th. I can't remember. I think it's the 2nd. So with that being said, there's gonna be a lot of new stuff that's coming. And a lot of interesting choices that are going to be made. So I talked about it last time. I kind of want to get into it more. Just because I didn't talk about it enough last time, right? So, do I wanna, go back to the developer dive here? I kind of went into it a little bit before. So I don't think I need to, but I think we're just gonna start a new game. I think we're just gonna go ahead and start a new game. Why not? Why not? Honestly. Yeah, screw it. Let's just start a new game with all that we have. Start a new game. Creations are currently loaded. No achievements are disabled. Yeah, I don't care. Okay. So. There's a lot that can be said about this game right now. Oh, is my cursor on the screen? Yeah, let's go ahead and get that off. Okay. Oh, I should have installed a way to skip the intro, but it's whatever, I guess. 'Cause the intro is incredibly slow. It's probably the slowest I've ever seen, I'm not gonna lie. Like, I mean, actually no, it's a lie. Cyberpunk's is definitely slower, but definitely
Seals are good.
Start.
Oxygen's good. Just do what you did last time, and you're fine. Follow my one simple rule. Hella, what's my one simple rule?
Listen to Lynn. Boss lady knows best.
Exactly. Listen to me.
Okay.
Mining's just like any other job. Go steady, go safe, go home with a pocket full of credits at the end of the day.
Yeah, totally. It's just like, I work in the Stardock. Except with more cave-ins, lasers, and accidental dismemberment.
Very helpful. Thank you.
You're gonna be fine. Your first outing was solid. And, you know, let's be honest, it ain't exactly astrophysics.
That's why I keep him around. Good pep talks.
Yeah, and the fact that I can pinpoint a helium deposit from 300 meters.
Not untrue. A shame we won't find any down here. But the metal deposits alone should pay for our own helium. Hell, after this, we'll have enough jump fuel to bounce from one end of the settled systems to the next.
Hey, more minerals, more money. And so the cycle repeats itself. Just no more unauthorized jumps in the house for room space, okay?
He's just a big baby. There are worse lives. You know, most Dusties don't even make it this far. I have a good feeling about you.
A group hug now or at the end of the shift?
One of these days, Hella, I am going to leave you behind.
Promises, promises.
Okay, I'm gonna let the intro play because it is kind of loud. And I forgot to turn it down, I'm not gonna lie. Actually, can I just turn down the audio? I can't just turn down the audio. Word. Oh my god. Wait, I can just... Oh, I didn't even know I could actually do that. Okay. Now what do I need? Audio. Voice. 45. Footsteps other? Yeah, we can go ahead and just put that down. We only need footsteps. 40%. Alright.
Okay, let's see what we've got. How are we on time?
A little longer. Grab some samples?
Alright, so,
Always. But not you.
as everybody probably knows, there's a decent amount of problems and a decent amount of situations going on with Starfield. Many people have their grievances with this game.
Remember that.
Many people have their ideas of why, or like, basically their own personal theories of why this game is just genuinely the way it is. A lot of people think it's bad, a lot of people think it's just terrible, and I'm personally, first off, I want to personally first say, I like Starfield, right? I've always enjoyed Starfield. It's,
now I hear this is the last dig.
it's never been a game that I didn't enjoy, right?
I'm busy.
It isn't a game that is like something that I hated. It was never something that I like loathe to ever come back to. Like I've come back to this game once or twice, a few times, right? So it's not something bad
Be glad when we're off this rock.
per se. And I don't think a lot of Bethesda, or most of Bethesda's games are bad. Even Fallout 76, right? Like Fallout 76, at least in its current like state, isn't bad. When it launched, it's different, right? When it launched, it was really rough around the edges. Everybody knows that, right? But even Starfield wasn't really necessarily rough around the edges. The problem was just that, or one of the problems that Starfield kind of conveys is that there isn't a lot or enough for the player to interact and do. I mean, sure, there's some side quests and stuff like that, but like in terms of like a space game, where like exploration is heavily encouraged, but then all you get once you do that exploration is basically just going towards empty like maps and just trees all over the place, right? It gets a bit underwhelming, I'd say.
time.
Sorry, I'm just going around getting some stuff here and there.
Occasional
Now,
glimmer, but it's weak.
What do you think? Stay the course?
No, ma'am. Juice ain't worth the squeeze.
Well, okay then. Let's call this one tapped. Why don't you move over to that big vein we looked at?
Yes, ma'am.
excuse me, sir, do you know worms the blades? Any trees after a bathhouse sniff the foam? What? Good to see you, Tober. How are you? Tober, what are your thoughts on Starfield? Since you're here, my friend.
Look at you. Showing some
I don't know if you were here when I
Come on.
introduced what this stream is about, but basically this stream is going to be about a video that I'm actually working on, right? Or that I'm going to be working on. Never played it, that have interest in it. Why did you never have interest in it? Was it just because it's space? But basically, this is going to be part of a video that I'm going to be doing before or I might do two videos. I might do the before, my thoughts, and then after when Terran Armada and the Freelanes update hit.
And here we go. In 3, 2, 1.
Because apparently there's supposed to be really huge updates. But there's still a lot of things that Starfield would offer that it doesn't offer yet. Right? So that's kind of what I'm addressing here.
Scanner's reading a clean break. Shutting down.
So my goal is basically just like convey my thoughts of like why do people think Starfield
Not if you consider a spike in gravity readings a problem.
was bad, and I don't think it's bad, right? I think a lot of people are just kind of over-hating Starfield a lot, right? So, I don't know why. I just thought that like making this video would just be kind of fun and just kind of put my thoughts out there and just be like, hey, like this game isn't really bad. It's just like there's some mechanics and some things that are just not doing enough, and that's not okay, but also okay at the same time, you know? Space games is not my thing. Never got into Mass Effect, never got into any other games along those lines, really. Like zombie games, I love Dead Rising 3 and 4, I love the modern games, I love medieval times. Certain areas of games I'm not too much. Probably many negative thoughts about it. But nothing specific outside of game bad, IGN game review 7 out of 10, flame IGN. Game smells like locust stick. See, that's the thing too. And this is the thing that I absolutely despise about, like, media, is, like, a lot of people, don't actually do their research, right? A lot of people, when they hear about a game being bad, they just automatically assume, because it came from media, that game bad. But they don't actually try it for themselves. I'm gonna give it a great example, is Crimson Desert. Crimson Desert was just released recently. A lot of people are just saying, game bad, right? But nobody is doing the research as to why. And some of these people are saying, oh, it's because of the controls. Oh, it's because that they don't like how the open world is. It's because they don't like how the mount system works and stuff like that. But because no one is actually looking into the reasons of why these systems actually work and the reason why they're like this, people just automatically assume game bad because I don't like it. Or game bad because this specific thing about this game or this specific system doesn't work the way that I want it to. And so as a result, people just become either blindly hating on something or they just blatantly refuse to even get into it and understand why it is that it could be good or could be bad, or even what the game is even about. So that's kind of what I want my channel to be focused on, is not is basically to educate people in a sense of, like, helping them understand why the industry is like certain ways, why certain games are built the way that they are, and most importantly, appreciating games for what they are. And while at the same time, I'm not going to be, like, I'm not going to look at everything with sunshine and rainbows, right? Because obviously, a lot of games have their flaws. Like, this game specifically has a decent amount of flaws. But that doesn't mean that just because a game has a few flaws here and there, that doesn't automatically make it a terrible game. Right? We gotta put on our critical thinking caps here. Like, if a game has one or two flaws, right? Whether it's systems that don't convey well, whether it's combat is clunky, stuff like that, that doesn't completely elevate to the levels of the game being terrible. It just means that one of the systems within the side of the game is flawed, and that's okay, right? Something's not every game, or sorry, there isn't going to be a single game out there that is perfect. There is never going to be a game that has knocked down every single system correctly. Even like the biggest games that we're looking forward to, GTA 6 or Elder Scrolls 6. These games aren't going to come out perfect, right? These games are going to come out with flaws. They're going to come out with bugs. They're going to come out with systems that we don't enjoy. And as a result, people are immediately going to shift to media and be like, hey, this is terrible. I don't like this. And so they just completely nullify the rest of what the game is due to one specific situation or one specific utility or one specific mechanic. Which I hate that about, like, modern day, like, gamers. Like, a lot of people just automatically assume things when they don't they don't understand. They understand, like, next to nothing about what a game actually is trying to convey. Starfield is a great example of that. And I'm obviously not saying Starfield is a great game, right? It's still a good game, though, right? So that's kind of the point of what my channel, where I want my channel to be, is basically just an educational, not necessarily educational, more so like informative of the industry. That's what I want this to be about. I think the entire Souls-like genre is an example that I reference a lot, but I genuinely think that it's one of those genres where it's intentionally difficult and supposed to feel flawed, but in reality, it's just patience and understanding genuine critical thinking. Exactly. Sometimes the game's flaws become the game's personality and generates a fan base around because of flaws. Yes, great example of that is Skyrim. Skyrim has a ton of bugs. Many people will claim that Skyrim is one of those perfect games. I want to be real with you. Skyrim is not a perfect game, alright? Skyrim is beyond perfect. Like, far from perfect. In fact, there's so many bugs in that game that people don't even know about. For example, the giants, when they fling you into the air using that single attack, that's a bug. Right? That's not actually supposed to happen. But because the developers were like, oh, like, we see that these guys are just really enjoying this bug, right? That they just left it in. But that's still, by technicality, a flaw inside of the game. Another flaw about Skyrim, combat was way behind. Buddy of mine, Alfarios, was talking about this before. He can talk about his, like, he can talk for literally fucking days about, like, the flaws in the works of Skyrim and why it works and why it doesn't. But I digress. That's a great example of it. But because it just works, they just let it do its thing. Exactly. So...
Hey, come on. Okay, take it easy.
The comment is just hold attack until it dies if you're on normal difficulty.
No physical
Pretty much.
damage. Mentally, the jury's still out.
Now...
You know who you are? New recruit for Argos Extractors? Ring any bells?
Like Skyrim's
Any of this
combat
look
was
familiar?
way behind for all the other things because all the other games had things like parries and dodges and stuff like that, and Skyrim didn't yet. Skyrim genuinely didn't fucking have any of that shit yet. Straight up. Right? So it was definitely a game of all time. We're gonna go. I want to be red. Where's red? Where's red? Where's red? Am I crazy? There we go. There we go. There we go. Okay. Now we're balling. Now we're balling. Now we need the where is it? Where is it? Where is it? Where are they? No, not these. There we go. Make it a Dathomirian, chat. We're making the equivalent of Darth Maul, basically, which I'm vibing with. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. What was that? Oh. Yeah, absolutely. Let me go ahead and read this. Skyrim also over time aged basically to become an Icarus of the Elder Scrolls because of I can barely read because of the white background. Can I just move my chat? Okay, yeah, you keep your head right fucking there, buddy. Alright. Skyrim also over time aged to basically become an Icarus of the Elder Scrolls franchise alongside Oblivion. Why Oblivion has cons because of how it aged and how gaming as a whole aged, where they don't use guides often. You have to generally figure stuff out on your own to trial and error. Skyrim holds your hand all the way through and just makes it an easy pickup and easy to experience. Yes, exactly. Skyrim was a game made for everyone. Again, buddy of mine, Alfarius, will tell you, Skyrim was a game made for everyone, but Elder Scrolls 4 Oblivion was made for Fallout. Or not Fallout, made for, like, the fans of the Elder Scrolls franchise. Straight up. Go ahead and just, I want to get out of this tutorial space really quickly. Or this, like, what's it called? This character creator first. So that way I can see stuff again. Because, your boy cannot see for shit right now. So, that's... I'm gonna need to just, go ahead and go with that, actually. Boom. Neck, jewelry. Oh man, there's not a lot of like cool options I could do. We could go with this one. Why not? Jewelry color. We'll just keep that. I like that. Scars. We're gonna go with that. Boom. Facial forms. Go with that. Tattoos. Hang on. Where is it? There we go. We want this one, I think. No, we don't want it to be, we want it to stay black. There we go. Just to give it a little bit more definition. Perfect. Boom. Okay. Now I can see better. Perfect. Alright. Kind of just became this Icarus and it's available to... Okay, I still can't fucking see. Alright, hang on. Hang on a minute. Hang on a minute. We're gonna first choose our things here. So I want to be a Ronin. I want to be a... I want to be a, Oh, did the other thing that I wanted not? Okay. Guess it didn't. Okay, well... Cybernetic implants. No. Einstein genetics. You carry the genes of Einstein. You give 50% next to you, but you do 50% less damage. We don't want that. Hero worship. Yes. Hero worship. Yes. Yes. Special Forces Commander. Wanted, and then... Can't I be a... Could be childish. All or nothing. It's either kill or be killed. You do 100% damage, but take 100% more damage. Could do that. Child of Dathomir. That's what I wanted. Okay, now we can have more. Right? So we have... Damn you ads. I'm sorry. Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? Go ahead and go with that, and go ahead and go with, definitely want that. Hawk. No! 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 Not the Stephen Hawking genetics. Oh no. Oh god, no. Oh, I can't do that. I can't do that. I definitely cannot do that. That's not Darth Maul. That's Darth Paul. Let's see. I think that is. Let me see. We got Dusty's. We got Darth Squidius. True. Terraformer. Taskmaster. Let's go with 3-star collective. Or do I want to go with like childish? Oh, I can't do childish. Oh, Darth Bane. What do you mean, Darth Bane? Do with that. Alright. Sounds good. What do we name him? I don't want to say Darth, because that's kind of dumb, because Darth is a title. Oh, you know what? Why don't we go with Malvis? I love the off-brand option jokes. They're always fucking hilarious. You have Malgus? No, we have Malvis. You know what, Target? No, we got Bullseye. Ooh, you know what? Bullseye is actually kind of a... Maybe Malvis Bullseye. Fuck it. Let's do it. Confirm. Y'all got Irish Spring. We got
Our
8.
blade for hire
So true.
turned dusty. I still got 5 credits saying you assassinated some Ryujin executive. Well, you got the sample. Client's on his way. Then we all get paid.
Okay, so...
You remember anything that happened?
Lightning music.
Either way, we got...
So,
All this trouble for that stupid thing?
let's go ahead and get out of this dialogue.
Sure don't look like
and then-
much.
Never mind what it looks like. It's worth more than this mine. Speak of the devil.
Hey! Oh, careful!
Our constellation contact is on approach.
What's wrong with you?
Wait, the Explorers group?
You got Star Wars? No, it's gonna be like Galactic.
Thought they were kind of a joke. Whoa.
Not a
You
joke.
don't look good.
You're just too young to know better.
Okay.
Hey, I'm just saying.
Now, I should have, if I remember correctly. Oh, I don't even have... Oh, don't I need this first? Yeah, I do need this first. Word. Just gonna grab, like, every single, Okay. So, let's get into some of the, problems that this game has first, right? So, the biggest problem, right, that this game has, I'd definitely say, is basically a lack of POI. Lack of point of interest. Lack of places to do in each and every one of the individual planets. Right? So, because of that, like, while there are certain things that are fun to do, like, don't get me wrong, some of the quests are really interesting. Like, for example, the Crimson Fleet was really, really entertaining to be able to do, right? The problem is, outside of these quests that you're given, there's not a lot of other things to do, right? Like, sure, you can explore some of the planets and sightsee, but, like, you can also do the same thing in No Man's Sky, right? And if I wanted to do a space game that I'm sightseeing in, I'd much rather just play No Man's Sky. So then they're like, oh, okay, we'll make it more narrative directed, more focused on the story, and more focused on the quests and stuff like that, right? But then that of itself then kind of tears apart from what Starfield originally wanted it to be, which is like basically making No Man's Sky, but in their own vision. Also, don't mind me, I'm just going through and getting all the perks that we need to start off. Go ahead, just get all these things. Sounds good.
They got a reputation. Hell, I bet half the crew here doesn't even believe they really exist.
Hey, watch it! What's wrong with you?
Still there. Same with Constellation.
Yeah, but come on.
So then,
Exploring space? Who does that anymore?
Lynn sure
Ain't the
seems
space
to
we
like
bought-
it.
what ends up happening with this game is like, okay, we want to pivot more towards story focus. We want to pivot more towards doing something that, like, players would be interested in. But then they kind of tear away
Guess
from
you
the
would know.
experience of the exploration.
Not a
And so
bad
as a result,
You all right?
now the players who want to be able to
Need some
explore stuff,
coffee or something? Got a packet.
they're kind of left with basically nothing, right? So when we get to the story aspect of this game, right?
All right, Dusty. Airlock.
Then we have another problem, right? The story isn't that
helmet on.
strong, right? The main story of this game doesn't pick up until later on, like way later on in the story. And so as a result, people are like, okay, well, we kind of wanted an interesting story, but instead we kind of didn't really get that. And then we get Shattered Space, which is kind of the same problem, right? Like, it doesn't have...
Are you in a discovery class? That ship's older than this moon.
It's not old. It's classic. Come on, let's do this.
What was I saying? Also peep the blaster real quick. Oh, wait, I can't. I can't see the blaster, damn it. Can't whack him. Okay. So, then the problem becomes that, okay, the story doesn't really pick up, so it's not really interesting, not really engaging for the players. So, then they're like, okay, well, instead of refining this, let's work on another system, which then we get into the ship part. And there's problems with the ship system, there's problems with the traveling systems, there's problems with a lot of the fact that, like, there's so many loading screens inside of the game. So, basically, the problem that I'm trying to, like, basically highlight is that Starfield has a lot of systems, decent amount of systems, right? That and mechanics. I don't mean like systems as in star systems. Like, I mean, obviously it has a decent amount of star systems too. But what I mean is that this game has a lot of mechanics going on inside of it. But the problem is that they're not refined to the point where they're great. Because they're kind of just left half done. And so instead of highlighting one thing, they basically try to make this game a jack of all trades, which didn't work at all. So, things like planets are left empty, but you can still explore them a decent amount, right? The story is kind of left meh up until like the very end, right? But it does pick up until the end. The ship system is a lot of loading screens, but the ship system of itself still has a decent amount of cool integrations in one, not controls, and it's really fun to utilize when you can. So they start off really great, but then they get to the point where like they fall off because they're basically half done. So thus we're left with the idea of, okay, we see a lot of these things, they're a problem. We see a lot of, like, unfinished systems that just aren't working what we want them to be. That's kind of a problem, alright? Now, Todd Howard did kind of encourage us to basically, like, get into this game because he said, and I quote, that it would be a modder's paradise.
Been a long time.
So, you would originally think, okay, well, since this game is going to be really highly focused around modding, right,
like this place.
then surely these issues can just easily be patched out and fixed with mods, right?
So, you
A lot of these
found
issues, which surely they can be,
The new guy
right?
found it.
They definitely can
something.
be,
Right.
but
And everything went cool?
there's a problem with that
It's
now.
like grabbing those...
So, for those guys who do not know, right, Starfield is heavily encouraging the creation system when it comes to mods. Basically, if you become a verified creator over with Bethesda, you can basically make mods that are paid for. Like, actual paid for products of mods. Right? Now, a lot of people might think, oh, like, that's great because modders get paid for their efforts and stuff like that. Well, there's still a fine line of that. Like, obviously, like, first off, it's kind of like an intellectual property thing of, like, you shouldn't be, like, charging people for that anyways. Especially if you make a mod that's based off of something from a different IP, and then you're making profit off of that, that's technically a suable offense, right? But the other problem with this becomes that now we have a game, right, that's basically half-baked, that's basically empty. Not basically empty, but basically half-baked with what we want it to be. And now we're told, okay, here's modding tools, here's modding. The people who want to do mods to this game are gonna show this game a lot of love, but then almost 85 to 90% of the mods that are put onto the store and put into, like, the creations and stuff like that are paid for mods. Because of how heavily encouraged it is to become a verified creator within Bethesda to then charge people for your mods. So in order for you to get any actual, like, value of expectation that you might have originally had for this game, right, you would now need to crack open your wallet for another $10, $15, or like $10 purchase, $15 purchase, $5 purchase of all these different microtransactions of mods that you don't even know the quality of. So that's, people won't say that that is the main issue with Starfield, but I disagree. I think that this is, the modding situation with Starfield is the worst situation with it right now, because all of these other, like, things could theoretically be fixed, right, with Starfield. All these other mishaps, all these other things like all these small systems that aren't like explored enough, they could be. And you have the mining space on console and on PC to do that, so you can. The problem now is that because of how heavily encouraged it is for someone to become a paid creator of mods, now the people who want to be able to experience this are now immediately turned away and immediately turned off because now they have to crack open their wallets for $10 to $15 per purchase, or per integrated system they wish to revamp, or per addition that they want to have into their game. Which now leaves Starfield in kind of this weird space of like, what do we do with it? Because there are things in Starfield that need to be fixed, but we can't fix them unless we basically get somebody else to pay for it.
Minerals on Bendy?
Crazii. And no, Barrett. Not cool.
For
He passed out after
God
the
knows how much
extraction.
money.
Woke up saying all kinds of nonsense.
So that leaves us with where we
Is
are
that
now.
right, cowboy? Went on a trip, huh? That fun, huh? Not the most gentle push into the great mysteries of space, but hey, been there.
Look, just hand over the credits, and I'll be happy to never see this thing, or you, ever again.
That's why I like you, Lynn. All business.
Barrett, the scanners on the frontier are reporting a ship coming in hot from orbit.
I really thought I lost them.
Barrett?
Holy shit!
Everybody get ready! Just like the emergency drill.
Okay. Can I just get smushed by this? No, can't. Oh, what? They're not using the... They're not using the replacer I gave them. What the fuck?
I'm taking you down. My head. No, get up. Get out.
Okay, that's unfortunate. Powder salt. Yeah, this is supposed to look different.
Did you see Lynn? Ran straight at those pirates.
Yeah, this is supposed to look
Like it
different.
was
What the
nothing.
fuck? Alright, whatever.
Can't believe the Crimson Fleet hit us.
This attack better not be coming out of our pay.
Alright. Well. Can I just...
Careful! Hey, watch it!
Oh, okay. Alright.
Of course Barrett was being followed. Every time.
Well, that was some fine
All right.
work under pressure. You dug up the artifact, right? That means you saw it. The visions? You're coming with me to Constellation. You're part of this now.
Okay.
Nothing wrong with honest work. Although, Yes. See your point.
Oh, no, Barrett. No. You think you're just going to take off after the mess you caused?
All right. I guess I did just put you all on the Crimson Fleet hit list. How about I stay and I send your Dusty here in my place? I know, but he's not some miner anymore, Lynn. Soon as he touched that rock, something changed. Don't tell me you can't feel it.
Fine. It's a deal. Get out of here, Dusty. You're on to bigger things. Just go. Before...
Well, Vasco!
Indigo.
Oh, and hey, take this.
Okay. What if anybody else will show up? Like, hello.
Look at that.
You're giving me your shit?
Technically, it's not even mine. Vasco will keep you on... Come on. Because if you didn't notice, we've all been handling it since with no problem. The way I see it, Constellation needs that artifact, but they also need you. And Vasco, don't let him break my ship.
Word. Hi.
Captain, I assume you know how to fly a Class A starship. As Barrett likes to say, it's as easy as learning to ride. I will attempt to boost the shields, just in case there are any difficulties.
I forgot I need the, I still need the others. Damn it. Alright. Let's get the hell out of here, shall we?
Shields ready. The rest is up to you.
Y'all serve Bud Light now. We serve homie dog. No!
Now that we are in orbit, it might be wise to test all controls and systems to ensure they are not on the verge of catastrophic failure. I can step you through the entire process, or if you're already an experienced pilot, just power up all the systems, and we'll be on our way.
Why am I? Okay. Ship currently unavailable. Word. Okay. Need to go to Coruscant. Okay.
An adequate pilot. Are you familiar with ship combat tactics? Because that's a Crimson Fleet ship bringing its weapons to bear.
I forgot about this.
We will need to disable their shields. Laser-based weaponry is particularly effective. If you can keep the enemy ship centered
All right, so.
Two more Crimson Fleet ships are jumping into our location, Captain.
Come on, let's get this over with, shall we? Just get this guy. Alright. Oh god, the sun. Alright.
The amount of Crimson Fleet hostility has been far more than anticipated. At this rate, the odds of continual assault from their ships are high enough to jeopardize our mission. In short, they are after the frontier and will not stop. We will need to deal with the local Crimson Fleet captain. A recent scan indicates an abandoned facility on the nearby moon of Crete, a perfect staging area for pirates.
Okay. Where the hell is Crete? There it is. Alright. So, where we're at now as Starfield is we're getting updates to the game soon.
We have
This is
arrived
the freelance
in
update.
orbit, the abandoned facility with our...
Right? This update is basically going to change a lot of things. That is going to, like, basically quality of life updates, such as a free cruise mode, collectibles throughout the game.
I'll follow you from here on out, Captain.
Along with another follower coming to join us, and a new area for us to get new quests and stuff like that from.
According to the scanners, the abandoned research facility is in this direction.
Okay. Oh god.
Be careful, Captain. Alien creatures are often unpredictable.
Come on. There we go. You can literally just skip this entire area. I do want to go through it, but let's just go ahead and just take care of the boss first.
You gotta be kidding me. The Frontier has a new captain? You working with Barrett, or did you pry the ship keys out of his cold, dead hands? have a problem with Barrett. We want that ship, the Frontier. If you're the captain of it now. Oh no, you see, every Crimson Fleet rook hears about the Frontier. That constellation keeps treasure.
That statement is partially correct. But the only things held in the cargo bays.
I don't care what kind of lies. Open fire! Time to hurdle it! Go! Better than me.
Wow, I'm immediately already low. That's crazy. Hey, pal. Okay. Oh. You're still alive?
No mercy.
Let's go ahead and just take care of that real quick. Excuse me.
It is a shame exploration requires.
Excuse me. Excuse me.
We should now be free to travel to Constellation's headquarters.
He also has an E11 blaster rifle. We don't really need that. I love how the
Without Crimson Fleet interference.
First, let's go ahead and clip this. I do kind of want to just play the game at the same time, but I also want to talk more. So I will be talking. I just kind of want to just look at, kind of like how, what does he like? Jev kind of makes his videos. It's kind of like the vibe and the style that I kind of vibe with the most. I like playing the game, but at the same time just talking about stuff that I want to talk about and stuff. Excuse me, friend. Well. That's a new, that's a new thing, I guess. Let's also go down it. Down under, because you know why not. Go ahead and take these guys on, because we can. Just because why not.
Wait, what was that? Gonna take you apart.
Oh my. That was certainly something.
Keep going! Told you to keep your head down!
It would consider this victory cause for celebration.
Modified AA-15. That's the gun I'm using already, so we get that. What's an A427? Oh, it's that. Word. Okay. Really? Another one? Another one that's just straight up locked? Alright. No digit. Fuck. Excuse me. DJ pick. Why do none of you have a pirate rating pack?
I have detected hostile life nearby.
Oh. Anybody else down here? Anybody else? I don't really think so.
How hard is it to take this guy down?
Womp womp. Great engineering outfit. Hey, look at that. Cool stuff. Pirate sniper helmet. Pirate sniper suit. Kind of like the sniper helmet. Yeah. Ew. Oh God. Excuse me. The damn sneezes be getting me. Y'all know what I'm talking about? Y'all know what I'm talking about. Let's go ahead and see if anybody else is down here. Hello?
These are United Colonies markings, but we are in Freestar Collective space. It then stands to reason that this was once a secret UC facility.
I think this is just the end of it, right? Yeah, pretty much. Alright. Oh, excuse me. Hey, pal. Excuse me. Excuse me. Elusive Reforged Dagger. Wait a minute. We gotta do dagger? Let's see what this guy does. Interesting. Hey, unique dagger. Sick. I feel like I should definitely take some of those suits to sell, but that's what it is. Hello there. Get out of my way. Stupid. Stupid. The hell is that? Okay. What was I talking about before? Ah, yes, the Terran Armada. So Terran Armada is coming, right? Which is a new expansion DLC that will also give us new interesting POIs that will also kind of seemingly pace the game a bit more. So I am looking forward to it. I will also be streaming the Terran Armada DLC when it launches, because I definitely want to do that. What is this guy? This Force Nexus enhances your perception and understanding the world, allowing you to experience it differently from others. Do the same. Yes. Okay, that was weird. Alrighty, let's go ahead. Porter. Ship.
Captain, to reach the lodge, we must jump to the planet Jemison in the Alpha Centauri system, and then land in the city of New Atlantis. Do not worry, this will all become second nature before too long.
Alright. There's also Freelands update, which I talked about before, which is inside of the direct. Now, I don't know how much of this DLC is going to change how much of the game. Right? I don't know how much. They only briefly spoke about it. It is launching though with the Freelands update. Right? So I don't know how. Oh, wait a minute. There's a ship. There's a ship guy over here. Hey, buddy. What do you mean? Oh my god. Go to the. Oh my god. I hate being forced into this.
Starship Frontier, this is United Colonies Security. Maintain course and prepare to be scanned. Scan complete. No contraband detected. Channel's open. Cleared by land. Oh, sure. Take a look.
Just help me up. Nothing I want right now. All right. The Coruscant we go.
What? No Barrett? Let me guess. Protocol Indigo again?
Our shifts are killing me.
And he's our new captain. My crew can take a look. Okay,
Let's see
no problem.
here.
Okay, no problem. I'm sure you can find something.
Let's see. Oh my god.
Everything looks good here. I'll be at my booth if you need me.
I can assure you this unprovoked attack on
You'll
Boy there.
stand as you enter the city. Please keep. Okay.
What is wrong with
no
you?
bounty.
Renee.
You're clear.
Okay. Loki just want to kill one of his guards and just take their outfit. I'm not gonna lie to you. Feeling like doing it. Oh god, that's not gonna go as well as I thought it would, is it? This is not gonna go well at all, is it? Hi.
Looks like you've got some fun.
Oh, we're gonna go quietly. Go ahead, just clear that up, I guess. Alright, now we have a nice little outfit that we can, Anti-ballistic mining guild helmet? Whoa. Hang on. I don't know how much of this of Starfield I'm going to play on stream, but I definitely want to get to the point where I can do the new DLC, and I don't. Problem is, I don't know how. Rip. Problem is, I don't know how much of that is. I don't know how far we're supposed to get. Alright, now, which way? Why is it taking them this way? No, it's not. Go ahead and get ourselves over to the what's it called? The lodge. Should just be right over here, I believe.
Here we are, the lodge. The front door should unlock.
Right, now, how do I, Oh, okay, there we go.
If you hold up the watch that Barrett gave you, I have messaged the other members of Constellation. They will be waiting for us inside.
Sick. Alright, let's do it. Is this game just not going to load? Like, hello? It froze? There's no shot. Did the game really just fucking freeze? Oh my god, it did. Okay, well, I guess that tells me to go on and end. Well, that's gonna be it for tonight, guys, I guess. Well, socials down below. Go ahead and check them all out. If I can spell socials right, I guess. Video will be up soon, guys, I promise. I'll probably be voicing over and stuff like that.